What is up, guys? It's Water Zero here with my F1XL Season 8 highlights of Japan. It's coming into the final few races of the season. It's been incredibly tight. You can see here Daz getting out of the way just in time for me on my quali lap. So that's very kind of him to do that. Literally belted off the track for me, so I really appreciate that. And it went on to claim a pole position lap. I was absolutely thrilled to be able to pull out a lap like that. I was slower than my soft time that I set out first, but faster than Goose, I think, who was just about to set the fastest lap. Oh, he was just about to get provisional pole. As you can see there, he must have been over the moon with it, but I dashed his hopes right there. Claimed pole position myself. At this point, RB26 Chris stated that he didn't think damage was on, so I did what any admin should do, whether they do or not, and I tested it out. So I'm coming up the back straight, I suppose, and I clipped the wall. Didn't think it would destroy my car, so I terminal the damage on my car. So I had to wait out to see if I claimed pole, and it was a nerve-wracking few moments while I waited for a few cars to go past, but there it is. I do claim pole. Goose second, Daz third, and Nick fourth, with Slow Dog, who is in fifth place. So the Red Bulls are doing well again. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's a really long hold, but we are away. I get a better start because I'm on the softer tyre because of my terminal damage. Get a better start, but I'm not really quick on the softs. It's actually really bad for me. I'm just not quick. I was quick on the mediums and the hards, but the soft tyres I was useless. I managed to build a little bit of a gap out to the guys behind, but it's not. They weren't really fighting each other or slowing each other down, so my gap only came to 5. I'd say I'd managed to get it to about 5 seconds. 5 seconds wasn't going to be enough because I had to go for a 2-stop strategy because of my softs. The guys behind, 1 stop was very possible for them, but 2-stop for me was definitely on the cards. And I managed to get these tyres to lap 9 on softs. So I thought I was going to pit on lap 6, and I thought no, they're only 74, 76. So I'll be able to get this through. Another lap, pit at the end of this lap, gives my medium tyres a little bit of rest at the end. Oh, so I've managed to pick up a puncher at the beginning of the lap. I've got quite a bit big of a lead, but there's no way. Your speed goes superiorly down. Trying to keep out the way of Daz with a bad tyre is incredible. But anyway, I let as many people through as possible. I have to pit, get on the hard tyres. It's going to be a long old slog for me, unfortunately. And I'm back. I'm in P12, battling with the lower drivers, or the lower end of this driver lineup for this race. And I've got Maximus and Jazz Frog in front of me, and I think Jazz has got some damage to his wing, because I can't. It's really dangerous around here trying to overtake Maximus on the outside. I've got Lucky 13, who's been a bit tight behind, so I've got a lot to worry about here, and I will have to make the best of what I've got. I try and catch. Again, I'm clearly faster than Jazz up in front. Jazz has a little nip on Maximus, and I have to, the yellow flag, I have to let Jazz through, and this is losing time. There's no way I can get a podium or anything, but it's incredible. I don't know if Jazz is lagging there at all, but there's, I'm trying to keep my best out of the way, and I need to overtake him as quick as possible, because now Lucky 13's gone through, who's on the softer tyres. He should fly away from me, but I'm fighting him for track position here, so I need to get in front of Jazz as quick as possible. And there's another pit there from Slick Bunny. who I won't see very often, but he will see a very funny image of me later on. But Jazz is just defending really well, actually. It's good to see Jazz doing some good defensive work. But here is one of the luckiest moments of my life. I managed to nip ahead of him when the virtual safety car comes out. So I claim position in front of him, which is brilliant, because it means I don't have to actually overtake him properly. That was just a complete luck there for me. I finally chased. Lucky 13 doesn't really pull away from me, so I managed to keep up with him, even though well, I say managed to keep up with him. I break my wing there. Silly manoeuvre by me. Pushing too hard, lose a fair amount of time, and Maximus does close in on me, but I have to make another pit stop. Lap 13 wasn't the lap I really wanted to go into the pits, because I wanted to eke him out and go on mediums to the end, but I have to go on to hard again to the end of the race, so that's a good 13, 14 laps where it's going to be a big push for me. And this one's just for Sam though, to make sure he's in a highlight reel for him. I close him down, he's clearly on a worn set of tyres, and I just make a nice little move around the outside of him there. So I quite enjoyed that one. So unfortunately this race has been a little bit of a letdown for me. I was looking really strong, and I can tell my pace is faster than the majority of the people on the track, but I'm currently fighting in a P12 position. And then I get some really dodgy decisions like that. Wasn't really over the line. That's a 3-second penalty for not really much there. And the Codemaster's game has slightly annoyed me a little bit. And then I managed to catch up on P11, got a chance of points, catch up with Goals, who is now out of the Williams. He's in a Force India, so I'm quite close. Now it's turning into a four-way battle, but then I realise it's Slick Bunny who's in front. So I've got a three-way battle here for P9. So I'm looking for some really low-level points, which I wasn't expecting when I was pole at the start of the race. So following around, and I've got the slipstream is OP, but for everyone else apart from me, and it's really annoying because I can't keep up with Goals. So I go around spoon with him and then try not to hit him, so I go a little bit narrow, and it resets me on the track. Scares a living daylights out of Slick Bunny, but I am able to avoid any incident. But that's a lap wasted. The next lap I catch them both up again, and trying to overtake anyone at 130 is a little bit of a dangerous thing to do, but I'm going to give it a go. If I can catch up with Goals, I can't really, but he's gone wide, so that's a position up for me. And now it's RV26 who's in front of me, the villain of my qualifying story, which I don't think I'll ever forget. No, it's fine, it's not a problem. So and this part is one of the best bits of racing I've ever had with RV26. Brilliant bit of it. He goes wide around the first corner, but he sticks at it. He's side by side with me, and he's not letting go. And then it's just a matter of will there, who's gonna brake later. And thankfully, again, it was me. I've now claimed myself up to P9, which eventually, because of incidents and stuff, turns to P6. I chased down Lucky 13 as best as I could, but unfortunately not enough. My tyre wear is ridiculously high, and I've not had a puncture, so I don't really know. Anyway, that's P6. Championship is kind of out of the way now. Daz wins the race with Nick in second and Slowdog in third. If you have liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time out.